Good morning and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to do a video on the MFJ 969 Versa tuner. This is a 300 watt manual tuner. It also has a dummy load built in, and it also has a 4:1 on and for long wires. It has two antenna connectors on the back, also a port for an external dummy load. And you can run your two coaxes. I'm running a long wire on one and a G5 on the second, and you can see it has a dummy load. So let's have a look. The radio is on 10 watts CW mode, so I can get the carrier. I will quickly key to see what the reading is, and as you can see in the crosshairs there, we've got about 1.5 1.4 match. So what we can do is, with the roller inductor, we can see if that can roll down. On this occasion, it's not. Let's try the transmitter. As you can see, it is dipping with the transmitter. It's not gone all, it has gone all the way. As you can see, they do move them. You just keep your eye on the left side to make sure you have got 10 watts. We want to see no reflected power in this window. So what I will do, I will change bands, because that was on 20 meters. And I will go to 17 meters. You do get a chart with the MFJ 969, and it says on 18 megahertz. It should be on 7, the transmitter, 7, the antenna, and the roller inductor should be 116. This is a ballpark figure. So we'll slowly key the radio. I will put it back on to CW mode. Now we're on 18 megahertz, which is the 17 meter band. I've got a VSWR of 1.3. Now we want to lower that, so what we will do is use the roller inductor to find the dip. It's gone back up there, as you can see. It goes back up, so we want it in the null. That's about right. So we're on 118 on the roller inductor. Now we need to move the transmitter and antenna to find a perfect match, keeping an eye on the forward power, because we want to keep our 10 watts, but we don't want any reflected power. So what we'll do is we will play with the transmitter, and it's going up. That's the wrong way. So we can bring it down. It's just gone to the null. That'll do. So we've still got a good 10 watts. Now we will use the antenna to see if we can drop it, and as you can see, it's dropped slightly. We can use a roller inductor just to null it there. So up there we've got nearly a 1:1, but we want it a little bit better than that. So let's have a look. We can go back to the antenna and drop it, so we have got a 1:1 there. Now it's between 1 and 1:1. So what we'll try and do now is still use a roller and see if we can just bring it down. So that's more or less there. Can we just tweak it and get 10 watts? That is completely flat, and I've got no reflective power. I will now go to FM. I'm actually transmitting 9 watts, and I've got no reflected power. It is on 0. So what I will do, I will just change that back to SSB, and we'll go back to 20 meters and we'll start again. So on 20 meters, the chart says it is 6.5, 6.5, and 116. Now we're still doing 10 watts, so we'll quickly just key it up. Well, I've got a 1.3. That's not bad off the chart, off the radio. So you do get a chart. It is just out the screenshot, and we'll bring it up slightly. It's this, and what I've done is tune my antennas in on a long wire. These give me a ballpark figure where it should be in the band. So they're there. There's no messing about with the roller inductor. I can go to these settings and it's set roughly for the middle of the band. Same with my G5RB. Now when I tune at the middle of the band, that sets me up then for the rest of the band. So there's no need, I can go back and slightly fine tune. So we'll go back to 20 meters, we'll key the radio, 1.3. That's not bad, but we want it a bit better than that. So we'll use the roller inductor again. It's just dropped there, it's going to rise back up. Let's try the antenna, see if we can roll it. No, that's going up. We'll bring it opposite way. And we've got it going into a 1-to-1. It stops at 1-to-1, so we'll leave it there for a second. Let's try the transmitter. We'll try and go over. And as you can see, we've got a flat VSWR of 1. So that's the MFJ 969. If you want to know the dimensions, I will give you the dimensions of them now. It's not a small unit to own, so please be aware it is a bit of a shelf filler. So it is 10.5 inches just over across, and it is 4 inches. The depth, I will not count the PL plugs on the back, but I will add them on just in case you want to know. It's 11 inches. So it is a big beast, and the roller inductor actually stands out by 1.5 inches. Thoroughly impressed with it. I think it's the best tuner I've actually owned, and I've had an LDG auto tuner. Because I'm playing with wires and I'm making my own G5 antennas, this tunes a wet piece of string. Now, it was £300 plus £5.95 postage. Was it worth it? Yes, definitely worth it, because we'll just go through it again. I'll just put it back onto SSB. So we've set it for 20 meters now, and we'll leave it actually on CW. And what I'll do, I'm on 14.220 here. You can't see the radio. You're going to have to take my word for it, unfortunately. So the VSWR is 0. I will now go to 14.175. I'll go to 14.140. And I'll go to 14.111. And we've still got a 1-to-1. Now we'll go up the band. We started at 220. I'll go to 275. Still flat. Let's try 300. It's still flat. 330. And I'll go to 349. I won't go to the top, right to the top. 14.349. It's still flat. So if you tune for the middle of the band each time, you're not going to be, you won't be doing this and this all the time, because it is more or less set. So what I will do, I will quickly go up to 10 meters, and I will tune for 10 meters using the chart that I used last time. So the chart, 7.5, 8.5 and 121. That's what it's on. I will put the radio onto carrier wave. Key the radio. Look at that. It doesn't get any better than that. And that was using the sheet that I actually used. So they are good. Do we have to change? So that was on 28,500. What if I went down to 350? It's still low. 28,225. Let's just have a look. Sorry you can't see the radio, but my camera's not going to drop that low with this the stand I've got. And you can see it's still relatively flat. I've got my 10 watts, so I'm happy. So what if I say 28,700. Because I tuned it on 28,500. So we'll have a quick look and see what it is. 28,700. It's flat. Well, let's go right to the top of the band, which is 29,300. And we'll stop it slightly shy. I'll put it on 28. 29,250. 29,250. It's still low. So you are able to work the entire band without retuning. There will be occasions where you might have to just fine tuning using the antenna or the transmitter. But I've not found that. But that's the review on the MFJ 969. I hope you've enjoyed the short video, but it's just my interpretation of the manual tuner. Would I ever get rid of it? No, this thing tunes a piece of wet string. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.